This is Shello Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. And now, Shello Ford presents high school softball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
It is a beautiful afternoon here at Blue Ridge High School where we got some softball coming at you. The Thatcher Eagles haven't made the trip up, and they're going to take on the Blue Ridge YELLOWJACKETS. Thatcher comes in with a 4-3 record, having played a pretty ambitious schedule as suffered losses to such noted programs down south like Cienega. Also lost an 18-6 affair to Sholo, but are trying to bounce back right now after losing to Douglas in extra innings. So playing some of those bigger conference schools down south and playing a Blue Ridge team that comes in with a little bit of a more rounded out record at 3-1, as we'll jump right into our Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car or just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week, call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. And you kind of got a similar story here for both of these two teams, is there's going to be an awful lot of attention going up the middle, starting with the YELLOWJACKETS, where Xiomara Navarro is going to lead the way on both the defensive and offensive side. She's coming off of a ball game where she had a couple of grand slams, so she's able to elevate and get it out of there. Likewise, for Thatcher, keep an eye on Shaylee Hughes, the shortstop, but that will be hitting third. But Marley Ferris in the leadoff spot has been making quite an impact as well, as she checks into this one. Hitting 682, got a couple of players hitting almost 700 here for the Eagles, as this one's going to get underway right after this. Those were the Ace Hardware keys to the game. Ace Hardware has a 24/7 locksmith. The next time you're locked out of your car or just need a key replaced any hour of the day or night, any night of the week, call Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Overguard, and Sholo. We'll have this one starting up with the starting lineups and first pitch after this. It is high school softball, Sholo Ford's presentation thereof on iTalk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Starting lineups here for the Thatcher Eagles are going to begin with Marley Ferris, who's leading off and playing center field. Allie Johnson's in the circle, a sophomore, is going to be batting second. Shaylee Hughes, the aforementioned shortstop, is hitting third. Casey McCluskey is cleaning up while playing first. Ilana Kadrova is batting fifth and playing third. Peyton Lunt goes into the outfield as she is hitting sixth and playing left. Rylan Montoya is over in right while hitting in the 7 hole. Kenneth Goodman is at second while coming in at eighth, and Andy Cordova is the designated player and batting ninth. Coming up against her, or all of them, is going to be Shandine Caddo, who this season thus far has been credited with a couple of appearances, has a 3 ERA, but can't speak to how well she's doing, setting them down, missing bats, as she's right now getting her warm-up tosses in, combining with Addie Wallace to make up the Blue Ridge battery. Infield behind him, going left to right, Hannah Kraus, Zai Navarro, Bailey Barton, and Cordy Martinez. Outfield to go Lacey Tenegith, Mason Finch, and Eden Stoyer, also left to right. As this one's ready to get underway, Blue Ridge, the home team, out there wearing a dark gray, got a lot of purple going on. Thatcher, the Eagles, wearing white with green pinstripes. And digging in to start things up, Marley Ferris, who hit from the right side. Everybody even with the bag. as Caddo's ready to start this one off, and her first pitch is off speed and rolled to the left side. Kraus has got a glove on. That one's going to be a tough play and legging it out. Infield hit for Ferris. One pitch, one runner on, and the Eagles are in business. As a Thatcher team has previously discussed, a very ambitious schedule thus far. 7 games, and a lot of them against bigger conference schools. So let's see how that starts to play into things. As Ferris swings at the first pitch, has an infield hit down the third baseline. And Caddo now dealing inside to Johnson, as that one, after a bluff from first by Ferris, has Wallace hopping up from behind the plate with aggression. And kind of lost that one out of the glove before she was able to get around that one before Ferris had any ideas. So 1 ball, no strikes. Taking that one in the right-handed batter's box was Johnson. Duggan now ahead of the count. Caddo's deals this one high at the letters. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, have Kraus playing just inside the bag. Everybody else pretty much even, including the middle infield, but shaded over toward third is Navarro. Ahead in the count, 2-0. This one trying to dip inside, again below the letters, but a bit high. Make it 3 balls and no strikes. No score here. Second batter, top of the first inning. Thatcher's got the leadoff runner over at first after an infield hit. And now Allie Johnson way ahead, 3-0. Caddo deals. This one's inside, ball 4. Ferris advances into scoring position. And Shaylee Hughes will now step in. Again hit from the right side. So in 5 pitches. First one was swung on and rolled down the third base side. It was a tough play for Kraus. 4 straight balls. Trying to be very careful with Johnson. Now has the table set for Hughes. As she awaits her first offering. Swings at an off-speed pitch. Is well out in front there. Strike 1. That was desperately needed there from Caddo. As she was able to get ahead now of the 3-hole hitting Hughes. 0-1, no score, top of the first. But runners on here for the Eagles. Caddo hopping around the rubber. And ready's the 0-1. That one very high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again taking a look over at shortstop where Navarro is shaded well into the 5-6 hole. Outside of that, you got a huge hole going straight up the circle. Lots of real estate around second base with Navarro playing so close to the third base side. The 1-1. That one's in front of the plate, and it's going to get past Wallace. It should be a wild pitch as Ferris and Johnson are now both in scoring position. There's still no out here in the top of the first. After getting ahead of Hughes, the next 2 pitches alternate between very high and right in front of the dish. No activity yet here for the Yellow Jackets, trying to see if Caddo can work out of the jam. She's got runners at second and third now after a leadoff single and then walk. 2 balls and 1 strike to Hughes. This one misses high. 3 balls, 1 strike with Casey McCluskey waiting on deck. The cleanup hitting Thatcher Eagle. See how much rope now Hughes is given. Way ahead, 3-1. The last 3 pitches have not been close to the zone. If she swings at that one and sends it to left field, will dump in front of Tenejith because they had to hold up to make sure the ball gets down. Going to have only 1 run score, but now taking second on the throw and allowing Johnson to come in is Hughes. A little bit of hesitation from a couple of different Yellow Jackets. And taking an extra base, first Hughes, who has a single that scores a run to left field, but then she being on the spot as it was kind of held up between both Navarro and Wallace. She gets in a scoring position, and that allows Johnson to cross the plate. And now here's McCluskey. Got another runner in scoring position. Thatcher already pushed now 2 across, swinging at the first pitch and sending this one into the third base coaching box. It's Casey for strike 1. So this one starts with Ferris swinging at a pretty good pitch and just rolling it down the third baseline, but using the speed to get over and get an infield hit out of it. 4 straight balls to Johnson. put runners at first and second. And then Hughes fell down 0-1 before the next 3 pitches were not near the strike zone, but she swung 3-1, had an RBI single, is now swinging this one off the handle. It's a foul ball. And McCluskey's down 0-2. And after Caddo had been struggling with the strike zone for all of Johnson's at bat and much of Hughes, it's interesting now Casey McCluskey coming up here with an awful lot of aggression. Got a runner at second in the form of Hughes, who got the game scoring started with her RBI single, and then a second run coming up with her aggressive base running. Is now swinging at the 0-2. McCluskey sends this one high and over to center, shaded to left as Finch. She's underneath it to get the first out. Hughes remains at second. Thatcher's got its own walk-up tunes going. 2-0, Thatcher in front. Top of the first inning. 1 out in the books now as Elena Cordova steps in again, hitting from the right side. Swings at the first pitch and spins that sharply over to Navarro, and it splits the legs, trying to take third and doing so. Now an aggressive turn around first for Cordova. She's aboard with an error. Runners are at the corners now. It's just 1 out. And Peyton Lunt will come up to continue to try to move him around for the Eagles. It's 2-0. She, who got the RBI single to start scoring, is over at third in the form of Shaylee Hughes. Cordova, first pitch swinging, is now standing over at first base. There's just 1 out here in the Thatcher half of the first. And again with another right-handed batter, Navarro shaded well over toward third. This one swung on and hit high and deep to left field. Tenich is back, but it's gone. 3-run homer on a first pitch swing from Peyton Lunt, and it's 5-0. Thatcher is in front. Still just 1 out here in the top of the first. As a comfort fit denture dinger. Bases are clear, 1 out. As now Caddo tries to reset, though trailing 5-0. First pitch to Montoya is a little bit low for ball 1. Another right-handed hitter for the Eagles. Navarro continuing to play in that 5-6 hole as Caddo's showing a little bit of signs of frustration with Thatcher up early and big, 5-0 here in the first. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Montoya was trying to put a charge in that. Coming on the heels of Peyton Lunt's 3-run homer. One here coming up from Caddo. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. It takes a look in Neat's dugout. It looks like everybody's playing with a clean bill of health. So the Summit Regional Medical Center injury report is not a factor, at least not yet, and we hope it won't be. But Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back in the game. 5-0, Thatcher in front. Bases are empty here for Montoya after Peyton Lunt's 3-run homer. And she's ahead 2 balls and 1 strike as that one misses high. Wallace has to leave her crouch to get it. And it's now 3-1 to Montoya. Thatcher already have sent 6 to the plate. The only out recorded was a fly out to center from Casey McCluskey. Otherwise, you got an infield hit, a walk, a run-scoring single, an error, and now the 3-run homer for Lunt, but now make the count full. Another huge swing from Montoya. And she is up there trying to start the rally up one more time, but looking for that big hit. The freshman trying to make something happen here, but has now made the count full. The payoff pitch hit right off the plate, and it's going to be a tough play. Gloved by Caddo, but not in time for the speedy Montoya, and another infield hit here for the Eagles. She had taken such big cuts in her previous 2 offerings. Irony in play as she gets aboard with the ball that was hit right in front of the plate perfectly placed, and now she's over at first with just one out. 5-0 her team leads, and here's Kennis Goodman. Swings at the first pitch and has it off the handle, losing this one, and now bouncing in play. It's a fair ball, trying to get the out over at second, but pulled off the bag. Now, hold on a minute. I think they're saying that there is runner's interference. Saying that she got her foot back on the bag. I think that they're going to say that Montoya came off the bag and Barton was able to get back on the bag. So there's the second out, and a big one as it comes off of another base hit. Wondered if Montoya, as that first pitch is a called strike, might have been interfering as Martinez was trying to circle underneath that, kind of in the path of her leadoff as this one swung on and fouled off to the left. Now 0-2 to Cordova. Thatcher's already now hit around, trying to minimize the damage after the first three batters got aboard. And after an error, a 3-run homer made it 5-0. But Cordova up there, the designated player, again, all 9 hitting from the right side. As she awaits the 0-2 pitch from Cato, who's trying to minimize the damage and end this top half of the first inning. The 0-2 pitch is very high. Another big lead over there at first base, this time from Goodman. Make it a ball and 2 strikes. Andy Cordova, another Thatcher freshman. She awaits this 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit toward left. That looks like it's going to get down in front of Tenejith. Now trying to take third, more aggressive base running as this one's flipped over to third. And as the throw went to third, taking second on the throw is Cordova. So 10 come to the plate for Thatcher, which leads 5-0 and has 2 runners in scoring position. Ferris saw one pitch. She sent it down the third baseline, and now creeping inside the bag is Kraus. Blue Ridge down 5-0. Has been 1 out away now for a couple of batters, but couldn't retire a couple of freshmen as this one misses inside, as they were able to extend with a couple of perfectly placed fly balls, and now trying to extend the lead out 5-0 currently. But the top of the order up with 2 outs here in the first. The open stance here from Ferris is swung on and hit right at Kraus, but it's out of her glove and will be ruled as a hit. I think that one was just to Kraus's left, but it was smoked. Should be an RBI single. Coming over to third. Now with runners on the corners, and 11 have come up to the plate for Thatcher, which now leads 6-0. And Johnson swings at the first pitch. She did not see anything to swing at her first trip up. 4 balls and a free pass. She's Thatcher's pitcher. And right now content to watch 6 runs get pushed across, and she's looking for a little bit more. There are 2 away as Shandon Cato's trying to complete this first inning. She's ahead 0-1 as this one misses high. Running on the pitch, Ferris are going to throw through, but cut off by Navarro, so put 2 runners in scoring position. Ball and a strike, 6-0. Thatcher leading. There's 2 outs and 2 aboard. Johnson came around and scored on the aggressive base running from Hughes on that base hit as that one misses low. 2 balls and a strike. As recall, Hughes noticed that there was a little bit of a hang-up in the cutoff, and it got caught in a couple of different gloves, so she took second, and that allowed Johnson to cross the plate, the 2-1. Swung on and lifted back a second. Over is Stoyer. She's able to glove that to retire the side, but not before Thatcher scores 6 runs and sends 11 to the plate. After half an inning, it's the Eagles 6 and Blue Ridge coming up And this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share? You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down!
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Bottom of the first inning, Blue Ridge trailing 6-0, coming up for the first time with Xiomara Navarro, who leads off and plays shortstop. Bailey Barton hits second and plays second, then Cordy Martinez is over at first while hitting third. Addie Wallace cleans up while catching. Lacey Tenegit hits fifth and plays left. Hannah Kraus in the sixth spot while playing over third. Eden Stoyer is in the 7-hole at right. Mason Finch plays center field while hitting eighth. And then Shandon Caddo is in the circle hitting out of the 9th spot. Battery made up here for Thatcher is Allie Johnson and Kaylee Berry. As the first pitch misses very low to Navarro. Navarro, she's a handful at the plate. Had a couple of grand slams in the most recent win for the Yellow Jackets as she had a costly error that helped contribute to a 3-run homer. Trying to get some of it back. She chops one over to short. Hughes has got a glove on that one and a cross in time to get the first out. Big difference here between these starts as there's 2 pitches and 1 away. Thatcher, of course, up swinging at the first pitch and rolled it down the third base side before a 4-pitch walk kind of set the tone. So 6-0 still, 1 away in the bottom of the first, and the Yellow Jackets will send up Barton. First pitch is swung on and hit sharply, though, right at first base, and McCluskey was able to put a glove on that one and knock it down before going to the bag. That was hit well. But 3 pitches and 2 outs. And after 11 come up to the plate for Thatcher in the top of the first, nobody on, 2 away, and Cordy Martinez is going to come up and try to put some life into this inning for the Yellow Jackets, who are down 6. First pitch is on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Johnson throwing with an awful lot of velocity, just a sophomore. And she's down with her sign, deals. This one chopped back toward the circle and is going to get all the way out to center field for the first hit for Blue Ridge. Comes with 2 outs, but there's some signs of life as Wallace will come up here and try to extend. Her team's down 6-0. One on, 2 away. Addie Wallace up for the first time here as the first pitch misses way high and away. 1-0. Yellow Jackets need to just try to go station to station here and extend this first. As this one misses and going to get past Berry. Over to second goes Martinez on the wild pitch. Two balls and no strikes, now a runner in scoring position. Wallace swings at that one, hits it sharply over to short. Hughes is able to stay down on that one, and in between hop that she's able to gather and send over to retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on. And after an inning, it's Thatcher 6, Blue Ridge nothing. In Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
Win 2 VIP tickets to see Grammy Award winner Jelly Roll with Post Malone, Jesse Murph, Clay Walker, the band Perry, and more. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving away the ultimate VIP Boots in the Park weekend, plus $1,000 cash. Insured customers get dinner, movies, or $100 tint certificate, and everyone is entered to win. Broken windshield? Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
Getting ready to start the second inning. When you want to start your college education, you should do it at your hometown college with the lowest tuition in the state. That's Northland Pioneer College, which now offers bachelor's degree programs in education and business. 6-0. Thatcher sent 11 up in the first, and it's going to be Hughes, McCluskey, and Cordova, 3-4-5 to start the second inning, already with a 6-0 advantage. Back out there in the circle is Cato. As the first pitch is swung on and hit down the left field line and fair. Off to the races is Hughes as she's rounding first and heading into second, where she's thinking about trying to get the third, but instead it's cut off by Navarro, and she is going to make herself happy with a leadoff double. She's got a lot of aggression at the middle and bottom of the lineup here for the Eagles, as Hughes battled and wound up with an RBI single. But she was up there hacking after Johnson had looked at 4 pitches to walk in the first inning. And now here's McCluskey, who watches the first pitch miss in front of the plate. Wallace does a great job trying to get in front of that one, but it looks like it got a piece of McCluskey. So remaining over at second is Hughes. First 2 runners are aboard for the second time in as many innings for Thatcher. And here's Cordova. She hit one smartly over to shortstop. Navarro couldn't get a glove on it. And that wound up contributing to an unearned run. That the 4-runner, Peyton Lunt's home run, as this one swung on and banged in the middle. It's going to get into center field for a base hit. As this one was mishandled over at second, it's going to allow for Hughes to come in and score. And then an RBI single for Cordova. So runners are again at first and second. The score 7-0. Thatcher's in front. And here's Peyton Lunt. She hit one with little doubt out toward left center field. Brought 3 runs across, made the score 5-0. She's moving all the way up to the very front of the box. Her front foot is all over the chalk line. And she's got runners at first and second, already one across as this one misses high at the shoulders. She responsible for 3 runs on that Comfort Fit Dentures home run in the first inning. Since then, her team has pushed across another 2 as she swings at an off-speed pitch and misses that one for strike 1. A ball and a strike. Got a leadoff double already come across in the form of Shaylee Hughes. McCluskey was hit on her first pitch, and then Cordova swung at the first pitch and singled up the middle. That one scored a run. 7-0 Thatcher in front, as this one's looking for the top corner but misses wide. 2 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the second inning. Thatcher's up 7-0. McCluskey sent over at second. The Eagles have been incredibly aggressive on the bases here in the first few outs. As Lunt waits this one. Nice job there behind the plate from Wallace to slide in front and keep that one in the webbing. 3 balls and a strike, though, to Lunt. Continuing to play with Navarro shaded well over toward third base. It's going to be a difficult turn if she's able to glove this one. As this one instead going opposite field, hit to right. Station to station go the Eagles until this is a little late coming in, and then coming across to score is McCluskey. Second time here in as many opportunities that it looked as if Thatcher was going to just go station to station, but the ball sticking in the Blue Ridge gloves a little bit as there is consecutive RBI singles. That one, Lunt's fourth ribby. There's runners at first and second as a conversation has come out of the dugout. We'll go ahead and call this the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store infield meeting, infield conference for the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear. Go to Honda Ski and Outdoor Store north of Pine Top on Highway 260 just before you get to Honda Casino. Awful lot to talk about. There's just nobody out here. It's been 4 up and 4 on, a double, 2 singles, and in between that, a hit by pitch. It's going to bring up Montoya. She singled the first after she took a couple of huge cuts, and again, coming up there with a pitcher in Cato who'd been struggling to find the strike zone, but a freshman up there looking to try to just trust her stuff as this one bounces in front of the plate. Huge lead over its second for Cordova. Not going anywhere, though, as that one was again gloved by Wallace. 1 ball and no strikes, though. 8-0 Thatcher in front. The 1-0. Swung on and pulled into left field, right toward Tanajith as she is going to hurry and get this one in. And now Blue Ridge much better about making sure that that thing doesn't stick anywhere, though the bases will be full of Eagles. In steps Kennis Goodman. She fought off a pitch and was able to push it down the first baseline. Martinez looked like she might have been tangled up with Montoya over at first. Ultimately got the force out at second. As the first pitch with the bases full misses a bit low. Ball 1. There's nowhere to put her. Cato has walked 1. That was on 4 pitches, trying to be careful with Johnson. Otherwise, she hit the second batter that she faced in the second inning with McCluskey. Is that one trying to find the outside corner, but is now down in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 8-0, Thatcher in front, but looking for more as the bases are full and there's nobody away here in the top of the second. 2 balls and no strikes to Goodman as she swings at that one, fights it off, foul to the right side, make it 2 balls and a strike. Cordova's at third. She had a base hit up the middle that scored a run. Lunt is over at second after she had a base hit to right and scored a run. Montoya's at first. Her base hit to left was just hit too hard, as that was in fact a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint foul ball. Thankfully, all of the glass nearby safely preserved, but if it was in jeopardy, you know where to go. The 2-1 pitch misses high. 3-1 now to Kennis Goodman. Got Andy Cordova, the 9-hole hitter, on deck. And then for the third time, the top of the order ready to come up for the Eagles. This one misses at the plate for ball 4. Cordova will come across as there's an RBI for Goodman. Bases will remain full of Eagles. And here's Cordova. Cordova banged a pitch into left field. 9-0 her team leads. Still top of the second. No activity for the Yellow Jackets in the bullpen as this one swung on and missed. Had a hard time timing something off speed. Top of the order's due up. For the third time here in 1+. No outs yet in the second. As the 0-1 on the inside corner for strike 2. Here's Cato way ahead, 0-2. She's looking for the first out here in the second. This would be a big one with the bases full. The 0-2 swung on and lifted to left. Perfectly placed. Tenejith is able to get underneath that one, and not even a flinch at third there from Lunt. So there is one away. Got a force at any base. Marley Ferris, who has twice singled to third. The first time she swung at the first pitch of the ball game. Wound up rolling that one up for an infield hit. The second one was hit incredibly well. In and out of Hannah Krause's glove. And she's still stride or two inside the third base bag. The first pitch is swung on and missed. There's a great-looking changeup from Caddo. Marley Ferris couldn't time that one. She's good-natured about it, though. And she is back in the box, open stance, down 0-1. Bases are full. As this time she pops it up, it's going back of second. Underneath that one is Barton. Now a huge lead off of third. Lunt thought that might have gone down. Instead, the bases remain full after another pop out. And now Caddo is just one out away from getting out of this one. This is the ninth batter that's come up. Eagles hit around +2 in the first inning. And have done so successfully in the second as well, leading 9-0 as this first pitch misses at the plate. Hustling over toward the backstop to get it is Wallace. I think if the game were a little bit tighter, Lunt might have given that one a shot, but instead she remains over there at third. And it's 1 ball and no strikes to Johnson. Johnson walked and scored after some aggressive base running from Shaylee Hughes in the first, and then ended the first inning by flying out to right field. That one misses at the letters. 2 balls and no strikes. Bases are full. Lunt has flirted with trying to score a time or two. She's over at third. Montoya's at second. Goodman drew a walk and forced in a run. She's at first. But since then, got a couple of outs, but this one's banged into the hole and now getting past Stoyer over in right field. It's going to allow for another run to score, and advancing over to third is Goodman. Lunt and Montoya come across. 2 RBIs there on the base hit for Johnson, who's over at second. And it's now 11-0 Thatcher in front. And here's Hughes. She started the second frame with a double to left field, eventually came around and scored as she swings at the first pitch and has that one fouled back at the plate for strike 1. She had an RBI single, but technically could be credited with a second one because it was her aggressive base running, which is something that Thatcher's been able to exploit throughout these first 2 innings. Ball sticking a little bit in Blue Ridge gloves. And that brought across the second runner. She goes down and gets that one off the deck. Fouls it off to the left side. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint foul ball. But down to the count now 0-2. So here's Hughes at the plate, 2 for 2. Runners at the corners, 2 away, 11-0 Thatcher in front. Hughes awaits an 0-2 pitch that misses high. Running on the pitch and allowed to take second there is Johnson. So now runners in scoring position for Hughes. She's been aggressive here at this at-bat. This one misses over at the shoulders. Now evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Deuce is wild here in the second. And in this inning, Thatcher has pushed 5 across. Looking for a little bit more here with 2 outs as the 2-2 pitch is swung on and rolled down the third baseline foul. Another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint foul ball. And forced to go all the way over to retrieve that one, Hannah Krause. Don't know if that's her job description. Everybody resets and another 2-2 pitch on the way from Caddo. Swung on and pulled foul. Another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint foul ball. Staying alive up there, trying to extend the second inning, is Shaylee Hughes. She started it off with a double, came around and scored on a Cordova base hit. Cordova's currently in the hole. Another reset. Cato set to deal. She checks the wristband and now readies another 2-2 offering that is swung on and hit toward left, but hanging up just for Tenejith to get in there. A line out to complete the second, but not before 5-run score on a handful of hits. And after an inning and a half, it's now 11-0, Thatcher in front. And it's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Bottom of the second inning is going to go Lacey Tenejith, Hannah Kraus, and Eden Stoyer. That's 5-6-7 as the first pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. This one off the handle. It's going to roll out of bounds. That one was a tough find for Barry. The sun is starting to set behind right field. She's wearing some nifty shades, but still made that one difficult to glove. So back over to the plate now, down 0-2 is Tenejith. It's a beautiful day, but the sun is beating down enough that one would require a hat as the first pitch misses high. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Blue Ridge down 11-0 here to start the bottom of the second inning. Really need some base runners. Tenejith trying to become the second Yellow Jacket. The hit her way aboard as she bangs that one up the middle and will find center field for a leadoff single. So it's the toughest thing here when you got young people trying to make plays is there are no 11-run homers. So able to get the first step towards starting the comeback aboard. And Hannah Kraus now will come in and hit from the right side. She's had a busy day over at third. And she's going to try to extend this with Allie Johnson now dealing in trouble to start an inning for the first time today. But there she is attacking the bottom part of the outside part of the plate in the strike zone to get ahead 0-1. She was ahead 0-2 to Tenejith but lost her. She's over there at first after a leadoff single. The 0-1 swung on and flipped over to third, gloved, and out to first in time to complete the double play. That was well stung there by Kraus, but perfectly positioned. Elena Cordova completes the double play after the line out. And just like that, there's 2 away and the bases are empty. Still down 11-0 here in the bottom of the second. Here's Stoyer to try to start it off with 2 away. That one misses high. Out. Nope, that is a strike there on the outside part of the plate right around the belt. 0-1 to Stoyer. That's also on the outside part of the plate now, 0-2. So twice in the first 2 innings, Thatcher has hit around. It's an 11 and 10. And here is the 7th Blue Ridge batter. Watches that one miss high at the letters. 7 have come across to hit for the Yellow Jackets, who trail 11-0. And Thatcher has sent 21 up to the plate. As that one's a called third strike on the outside corner. A leadoff base hit is going to get doubled up after a line out to third, and after 2, it's still Thatcher 11, Blue Ridge nothing. And this is Sholo Ford's presentation of the high school softball on italk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Top of the 3rd inning, when you want to start your college education, you should do so at Northland Pioneer College. As the first pitch is swung on and flipped just behind third base, and it'll be a leadoff hit here from McCluskey. First time she's been able to hit her way aboard. That starts the 3rd inning, and when you want to start your college education, do so at Northland Pioneer College, where you pay the lowest tuition in the state. And you can pursue bachelor's degrees in business and education. Swinging at this one, send this one over to short. Navarro's going to go the short distance for 1. Try to turn it over, but instead Cordova's able to outleg and keep the damage minimized to just 1 out. The lead runner is retired. So 1 away. This is the quickest that Blue Ridge has been able to retire an out here in the first 3 innings. It's trailing 11-0 though. And here is Luntz. Swings at the first pitch and sends this one high and deep to left, and this one's off the wall, trying to come back and play the Karamis Tenejith. Instead, Cordova is being waved around to third, and you got a 1-out double with Peyton Lunt, who is now a triple away from hitting for the cycle. That one was just a few feet away from being her second dinger, second Comfort Fit Dentures home run. Instead, how about that play over from Navarro to make sure she got the front runner here to start the 3rd. There's runners now in scoring position in Montoya, who has been very aggressive in her 2 first trips to the plate. She has now singled twice, as this one misses. Another great job by Wallace to get in front. 1 ball, no strikes, 11-0. Thatcher with the lead. Scored 6 in the first, 5 in the second, now threatening here in the 3rd. This one inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Montoya, we got clarified between innings. She was the second out of the first inning, as she now awaits this 2-0 pitch from Caddo. She swings and hits that one at the very end of the bat. Foul down the first base side. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint foul ball. But she was not called out as a force out. She was interfering, as I had initially suspected with Martinez. As that one, you might recall, was hit off the handle. Goodman hit a high pop fly just back of first, and Martinez looked like she might have made some contact with Montoya. That was how she was ruled out. 2-1 pitch misses high. 3 balls and 1 strike to Montoya. So she was able to hit her way aboard twice, aggressive at the plate, aggressive on the bases. That time it cost her. She does come around and score eventually in the second inning. Only time she's come across is the 3-1 pitch is swung on and chopped to the left side. Navarro's there with the glove, tries to gather, but not going to be in time to retire speedy Montoya. So the bases will again be full of Eagles. Go ahead and credit Montoya with the base hit there. Even with her shaded in the 5-6 hole, that was a tough play for Navarro. And here's Goodman. She forced in a run on a walk in her most recent trip to the plate. Another great job by Addie Wallace, having to dive over into the right-handed batter's box to make sure that these pitches stay in front. Her team's down 11-0. She's putting in all the hard work back there to try to keep it that way. But one away, top of the third. Bases are loaded as the 1-0 pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes to Kennis Goodman. She had that base hit that started the conversation that we just had about Rylan Montoya, who's over there at first after her infield hit. Just right off the handle, and Martinez bumping into Montoya. So that went down the tube for strike 1. Good patient approach there for Goodman. Two balls and 1 strike. That one it misses in front of the plate, but with the big lead again, patience at the base paths. Goodman, another one of these freshmen for Thatcher. She's ahead in the count, 3-1, with her team up 11. If it hasn't been blown open yet, the base hit here would do it. If she takes an offering at one that was running inside, couldn't catch up with it, now makes the count full. Three balls and 2 strikes. It started with a base hit. Fielder's choice cut down the lead runner. Then a double from Lunt was nearly a home run. Montoya eventually singled her way aboard. And the payoff pitch is off the handle again. This time fouled off to the right side toward the Yellow Jacket dugout. Keep the count full. It's a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass foul ball. Another payoff pitch coming here from Goodman. Goes down and gets that one. Play's going to, thought about coming to the plate. Instead, going to get the shore out with Navarro going 6-3, but allowing the 12th run to come across. It looked like she might have had an opportunity to get Cordova at the plate, who had to run because the bases were full. Instead, an RBI ground out. And here's Andy Cordova. Another freshman is going to hit with runners at second and third, 2 away. Thatcher's now has been able to successfully score in each of the first 3 innings. Leads 12-0 as this one swung on at the letters and missed there. Cordova down in the count, 0-1. She has a base hit to left and then a pop out to left in the first and second innings respectively. Cordova plays all over the place as a freshman. As this one misses, and again caroming along the backstop, Wallace hustling, but nobody flirting with trying to come around there with Lunt standing at third. Cato trying to retire Thatcher for the first time without them going around the order. His 21 came up in the first and second inning, but that one very far inside. Cordova slides out of the way, makes the count 2 balls and a strike. Got the top of the order coming up here in the third inning, or due up, I should say, with 2 away for the 4th time in 3 innings. As the 2-1 pitch is swung on and hit right at Navarro. She's able to put a glove on that one, and the side is retired. 1 run scored on 3 hits, 2 runners left on. And after 2.5, it's Thatcher 12, Blue Ridge 0. Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnault and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Win 2 VIP tickets to see Grammy Award winner Jelly Roll with Post Malone, Jesse Murph, Clay Walker, the band Perry, and more. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving away the ultimate VIP Boots in the Park weekend, plus $1,000 cash. Insured customers get dinner, movies, or $100 tint certificate, and everyone is entered to win. Broken windshield? Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
Start the bottom of the third inning with Blue Ridge trailing 12-0. Oh, the Arizona Wildcats just took a 1-0 lead over number 2 Texas Tech. The top of the third of that one. Big swing after the first pitch missed for ball 1. Mason Finch, Shandon Cato, and then Zamaro Navarro due up here. That's 8-9-1. As the Yellow Jacket lineup going to turn it over for the first time after Thatcher is about to do so for the 4th. That one misses a bit high and away. 2 balls and a strike now. Trailing 12-0. An inning ago, Blue Ridge was able to start it off with a base hit. Lacey Tenejith did just what the doctor ordered for the Yellow Jackets. But a double play. As that one is swung on and missed, I beg your pardon, I had not counted those balls and strikes accurately, as that is the second strikeout for Allie Johnson, and the second in as many batters. Oh, I know I was correct. It was 2-1. And now Thatcher's asking for an explanation. I thought the count was 2-1. All right, quick conversation. I don't know how much there was to say, but I also thought that the count was 2-1. So Finch now is not the second strikeout victim. Nobody knows what the count is. she without that time, maybe she should take first. But that makes the count full. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes as the payoff pitch misses high. And after the misunderstanding, she's able to induce a leadoff walk. 12-0, Blue Ridge trails, but for the second time now in as many innings, the Yellow Jackets have the leadoff runner aboard, trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the third inning. Got the top of the order due up here with Cato, who has struggled in the circle, trying to help her own cause as she takes that first pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Got a runner on. Last time this happened, there was a ball hit very well off of Hannah Krause's bat. Lined that one right at Elena Cordova, who made a great play to double up Tenejith at first, as that one is swung on and fouled to the right side. 0-2 now to Cato. Yellow Jackets just trying to punch it into play here as Cato takes a couple of cuts here, just watching the bat get into the hitting zone. As she readies now this 0-2 offering that's missing high. Big lead, down to throw behind and diving back safely, and just in the nick of time is Mason Finch. That's the one thing that is not going to be helpful. She is not the 12th run over there. She represents the first. And getting picked off is not going to do much to try to start a comeback. It's now a 1-2 pitch, misses off the plate outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson set down the first 3 of the first 4 batters that she saw in the first inning. Gave up a 2-out base hit. Had that leadoff hit in the second, but then faced the minimum after the double play. Now having that one chased throwing this one, throw it over. There's this one, again, Finch is, but she's got to be tagged. So now she's okay. Mass confusion. So with first occupied, even though that pitch was in the dirt, Cato was automatically out. Finch did not know. And then drifted off of second. She is thrown out 2-3. They're swinging at the first pitch and hitting that one down the left field lines. Navarro is going to take a hard turn. She is in with a stand-up double with 2 outs. Finch, just to put a bow on that one, is put out 2-3. Oh, and we got a 3-run homer. Your Wildcats are now leading 4-0 against Najee Kennedy. Is swinging at the first pitch and sending this one back at first. Trying to make a diving effort and getting underneath that one. Montoya retires the side, denying extra bases to Barton. Had she not got underneath that one, that was going to score a run and probably start Barton off to the races. Instead, a great diving grab denies her an opportunity to take a trip, and Blue Ridge is retired in the third without scoring a run and stranding a runner, and after 3 trails 12-0. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on italk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
The Northland Pioneer College start of the 4th inning. When it's time to start your college education, do it at your hometown college with the lowest tuition in the state, now offering bachelor's degree programs in education and business. 4th time through the lineup here for Thatcher with Ferris, Johnson, and Hughes due up when that one rolls to the plate. No, that's still Shandon Cato, who's in the circle. She's been out there for the first 3 innings, has allowed 12 runs, I believe 11 of them earned. Oh, and that one hit her. So insult to injury is now swinging at that pitch and sending this one right off the tippy top of the backstop. So the first pitch to Ferris winds up rolling to the dish and caught a piece of her. So she's over at first. That is the 4th time in as many frames that Thatcher's been able to get the leadoff runner aboard. Now breaking to second. Great throw over the bag. Navarro's there waiting. And I didn't see a signal. She's out. Great throw by Wallace. She's having a great day behind the plate, as it's largely being lost in the score, but she's doing all sorts of great work, making sure that potential wild pitches are not going to be so. And then just threw out that runner as this one banged into left field. It's going to get down in front of Tenejith, and you can appreciate how big that out was, as the very next pitch is a base hit off of Allie Johnson's bat. She's over at first, so there's one away. And here's Hughes. One on, one out, 12-0, Thatcher leading as this first pitch swing is sent down the third base side but fouled just outside the bag. Hughes has been aggressive throughout. She's got a base hit that scored a run in the first, and then she forced another run across when she aggressively took second. Doubled in the second. That put runners at second and third, then lined out to end the second. Here she is. Or to start the second. This time, she sends this one toward right center. Drifting to her right, Stoyer is able to get in front of that and then quickly get the ball back into the infield to retire the second out. Staying over at first is Johnson. And here's McCluskey. This has been the quickest that Blue Ridge has been able to retire to in the first 3 2/3 of an inning. McCluskey, who's up there for the third time, swings at the first pitch, probably ball one as she pounds that one foul. She flew out to center in the first, was hit by a pitch and eventually scored in the second, and then had a base hit, popping one just over the third base bag to start the third. 0-1 misses high, 12-0, Thatcher's in front. Blue Ridge has been able to get a runner aboard in each of the first 3 innings. Well, saved for the first and the second 2. Had a great defensive play from Rylan Montoya that ended the third inning as this one swung on and again smoked right at Kraus. She's able to put a glove on that, but does little more than prevent extra bases. That is a great defensive play as that thing was smoked right to her left. Had that got by her, that thing was hit so hard, it was going to be hard for Tenejith to try to keep it in front. So give her another base hit. And here's Cordova. Another nice job there by Wallace to stay in front. But 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 swung on and hit the opposite field and off of the glove from an outstretched Stoyer. That's going to allow 2 runs to come across. Cordova is going to go standing in at second. No, she wants to get it over to third. Is there perhaps expecting her to stay at second? I think Barton kind of mishandled that one and then trying to dive into third. Cordova went in a little bit awkwardly. So 2 runs come across to make it 14-0 here in the top of the 4th. We'll give her a triple. And here's Lunt. She has been by far the most difficult Eagle to retire. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1. Team's up 14-0. She's a triple away from the cycle. Got an awful lot of real estate between right and center as she swings at a pitch on the outside part of the plate, but goes through it. 0-2. I only emphasize that because if she's able to punch one into that power alley, that might be her trip to third base. She was willing to go opposite field that time. The 0-2 pitch misses at the shoulders, ball 1. I'm telling you, the number 12 Arizona Wildcats putting 5 up on Kennedy in the first 3 innings that's one whale of a thing. 1-2 back here as this one in front of the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Had a home run that scored 3 in the first at Peyton Lunt. RBI single in the second, then a double in the third. That double scored a run. So she is responsible for 5 runs driven in. As the 2-2 pitch misses high. Aggressive lead over there at third. I tell you, some of these Eagles, they know but one speed. Again, way up in the box, Lunt has worked the count full. The payoff pitch swung on and lifted towards second. Navarro calls everyone off and has that one caught at the shoulder to retire the side, but not before another 2 runs come across on 2 hits. 1 runner left on, 3 hits. And after 3.5, it's now 14-0. Thatcher's in front. And this is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
You have a vision, a brand to build, a message to share. You need signs that turn heads, apparel that makes a statement, banners that grab attention, and business cards to leave a lasting impression. Your success starts with the right tools. That's where we come in. Allegra Sholo brings your ideas to life with custom designs and top quality products, helping you stand out and grow your brand. Let's make something amazing together. Call Allegra Sholo today.
14-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The heart of the order coming up here for the Yellow Jackets, trying to get something started. As the first pitch to Martinez, hitting out of the 3 spot. She had a base hit with 2 outs in the first. Swings at the 0-1 and has that one chopped foul. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, foul ball. O2 misses high and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. It's 3, 4, and 5. Martinez, Wallace, and Tenejith. Got a couple of players who've been able to hit their way aboard, but there is the second strikeout. This time, no doubt. Remember the start of the 3rd inning. We had a hard time determining the count. Finch eventually worked a walk, but wound up getting picked off of first after actually that was the second strikeout. This is the 3rd to start the 4th inning, and here there's a cleanup hitting Wallace. Watches the first pitch miss way up high and away. She has had a spectacular day behind the plate that now includes catching a runner stealing second. That happened in the top of the 4th. She swings at that, pops it up foul. Or nope, that's at second. And underneath that one is Goodman. The sun is now starting to just peek over these trees. Out in right field, you got the shadow that's extended all the way out of inside of first base, and it's making it increasingly difficult for at least one party to watch where these balls are going up off the end of the bat. As that one's popped out to second, there's 2 away, nobody out. 14-0 Thatcher leads, and here swinging at the first pitch, Tenejith rolls it over to 3rd, across in time to retire the side quickly. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. Just second time here that Johnson has faced the minimum, and through 4, her team's leading 14-0. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so we can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
For years, he's battled the toughest opponent of his life.
He's down.
But today, with Dr. Arnaud and Comfort Fit Dentures, the fight changes. With Comfort Fit Dentures and Sholo, you can taste the victory. With free exams and x-rays, an in-house lab, and payment plans starting at just $110 a month, Comfort Fit makes it easy to claim victory. Call today for your free exam and x-rays.
Win 2 VIP tickets to see Grammy Award winner Jelly Roll with Post Malone, Jesse Murph, Clay Walker, the band Perry, and more. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving away the ultimate VIP Boots in the Park weekend, plus $1,000 cash. Insured customers get dinner, movies, or $100 tint certificate, and everyone is entered to win. Broken windshield? Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
All right. Got a little bit of action here as Cordy Martinez has gone into the circle. She was at first base. She has replaced Shandon Cato, who is over at first in her stead. So the book on Cato is lengthy. 14 runs, I believe 13 of them earned. Quite a few hits, a couple of walks, and a hit by pitch. But she was able to retire the side after facing just 6 in the 4th inning. Martinez trying to limit the damage, as right now the Yellow Jackets need to get out of this 4th inning unscathed and then come in and get 5 runs to extend this one. Right now trailing 14-0 as the first pitch to Montoya misses high for ball 1. A lot more velocity coming out here from Martinez as she winds and deals. This one looking for the outside corner at the top of the plate, but misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Go back now to the 3rd inning when Blue Ridge was able to get a runner on second with 2 outs. That came after a leadoff walk. Navarro put into scoring position. First time the Yellow Jackets, the 2-0 misses outside. And Bailey Barton sent one into short right. Montoya came on in, dove, caught that one snow cone style to retire the side and prevent any runs from coming across, as that one misses low for poor pitch walk to start the 5th inning. So she's aboard. And you go back, the 4th inning, Marley Ferris got on with while being hit by a pitch. 3rd inning, McCluskey singled her way aboard. 2nd inning was the leadoff double from Hughes, and the 1st inning started with a Ferris base hit up the 3rd baseline. As she shows bunt, brings this one back, and now streaking towards second and in against a good throw from Wallace, but too much speed there from Montoya as she is in scoring position. Hold on a minute. All right, giving her time just to get dusted off. So Goodman's now got a runner in scoring position. As the first pitch to her was low. This one trying to get the top corner. Does so successfully. First strike thrown here by Martinez. As she is now evened up at a ball and a strike. Got a leadoff walk and a stolen base from Montoya. She stands over at second. Goodman up there, 1 for 3, as that one on the outside corner for strike 2. She scored in the 1st after she had a base hit to 3rd. Walked was stranded at third, though that was going to involve an RBI, and then had an RBI ground out. She waves at a pitch 1-2 and is down on strikes. So there's the first strikeout for either Blue Ridge pitcher. It comes in the second opportunity for Martinez. And Andy Cordova, will come up and hit with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. Shows bunt, brings it back. That might be worthy of an appeal, but Yellow Jackets are not going to do so, as that one had the bat in the strike zone for an awfully long time, but just in the nick of time, Cordova brings it back and is now ahead of the count 1-0. Shows bunt again brings it back at the very last moment. Ahead now, 2 balls and no strikes. Got the top of the order in the on-deck circle for the 5th time here. Marley Ferris is going to come up. Her team's up 14-0 in the top of the 5th. 1 away, 1 out, and a 2-0 count here for Andy Cordova. Shows bunt again, brings it back. Is this one called strike? Two balls and a strike now to Cordova. Shows bunt. Offers at that one. Now evens it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now taking a look at her third base coach, telling her that she can't lunge at it. Got to receive the pitch. She's showed bunt here in the first 4 pitches. Still has her hands high. And now the 2-2 pitches at the bottom of the strike zone, called strike 3. So a leadoff walk, a stolen base, and Montoya remains at second. Consecutive strikeouts for Cordy Martinez, who's on in relief. And here's the top of the order, Marley Ferris, who singled in the first, singled again in the first, popped out to second, and then was hit by a pitch. She watches that pitch, mitts outside, ball 1. 14-0, Thatcher's in front. As the 1-0 is at the belt for strike 1. One is outside. Nice job there by Wallace to keep it in front. That one misses outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. That one I think got her. All right, runners at first and second, 2 out. As that one's on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Sitting started with a walk to Riley Montoya. She stole second, but then Goodman struck out. Cordova struck out looking. Ferris was hit by a 3-1 pitch. It's now an 0-1 to Johnson's. Chopped to the left side. Got to wait for this one to come. Now go over to third. A nice play there by Navarro. Was going to have a really tough play at first, but is able to go the short distance and get the force out at third. No runs, no hits, and 2 runners left on. And after 4.5, it's still 14-0. Thatcher's in front. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on italk1067.com.
Want the best deal on your new car, truck, van, or SUV? Go to Sholo Ford. Sholo Ford has the best deals. Not only does Sholo Ford sell the #1 truck in America, Guy Hatch guarantees you won't find a better deal on that truck anywhere else. Sholo Ford sells the best at the best price. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at SholoFord.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to go skiing or snowboarding? Visit our friendly Honda Outdoor Sports. We offer skis, snowboards, and helmet rentals, custom footbeds, ski and snowboard repairs, as well as retail shopping for your snow gear, goggles, beanies, snow tubing, and even ice fishing supplies. We have all you need to prepare you for the outdoors. We welcome you to Honda Outdoor Sports, located 1 mile west of the casino.
Yellow Jackets need 5 runs to extend this one as the first pitch is swung on and popped back of the circle. In on that one from short is Hughes. 1 pitch, 1 out. That was Kraus, who's going to be followed by Stoyer and Finch due up. Trying to get this one to Cato, who hits 9th. That would lead to Blue Ridge having batted around twice as the first pitch is low to Stoyer. She struck out looking, was the first strikeout victim. 14-0 Thatcher leading. Scored 11 in the first 2. The 1-0 swung on and hit again towards short. Hughes has this one ranging to her left and across with an outstanding stretch there from McCluskey. And that was quickly 2 away. Down to the final out. Finch, who had a confusing walk. Hits from the right side. And watches this one catch the outside corner for strike 1. She's got her heels on the outer chalk line. She and I both had a hard time with the count in her first trip up, and she ultimately was picked off. If she has that one running away from her, she can't catch up with it. Now the Yellow Jackets down to their final strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Mason Finch. As Johnson deals, that one hangs up long enough for her to turn on it, but then hangs up long enough for Lunt to run underneath it. And that is how the side is retired. The final 7 are set down by Allie Johnson, and that will be the ball game. We'll start wrapping it up after this. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk1067.com.
Northland Pioneer College is cheering for you on and off the field. Secure a win by enrolling in college courses at NPC. Earn college credits in high school, learn a new skill or trade. Complete classes that will transfer to any Arizona university. NPC has 3 new bachelor's degree programs and over 100 associate degrees, certificates, and areas of study to choose from. The playing field for your future is wide open. Take a shot and score big by enrolling in classes at NPC. Northland Pioneer College. Your journey starts here.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Thatcher comes to Blue Ridge, wins 14-0 in short order. As 6 runs scored in the first, 5 runs scored in the second. We take a look at the Deemer's Glass woman of the game. If you need glass for your home or business, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call when you need quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 188 Glassman. I guess is the glass shattering hit of the game, and it's going to go back to the first inning where you had Peyton Lunt, who came up after already 2 runs had come across following Shaylee Hughes' base hit, in which she was able to take a moment when the ball got kind of stuck between the cutoff. She took second aggressively. Johnson came home, making it 2-0 at that point, with 3 batters having come across. McCluskey popped out, So you kind of get the feeling that if Shandine Gatto was able to get this out, that maybe she can completely change the complexion of the first inning. And instead, Peyton Lunt hits a 3-run homer after a ground ball to second could not be fielded by Navarro. And that really opened up things to 5-0 and sent Thatcher off to the races. So Peyton Lunt responsible for the Deemer's glass shattering hit of the game. If you need glass, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside is hands down the best place to call. When you need quality glass at affordable prices, Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint player of the game. It's easy to go back to Lunt for that one. There's so many different Eagles that made an impact, but I want to go back over to Rylan Montoya, who was aboard 4 times. She had 3 base hits. She scored a run, but she made perhaps the biggest play defensively. So this is actually the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store player of the game, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint foul ball of the game. There we go. We're getting it worked out. The Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store player of the game is going to be Rylan Montoya, in large part because in addition to getting on base 4 times, she also had that diving stop that ended the third, which was going to score a run and potentially going to allow for Bailey Barton to come across. So number 6, Rylan Montoya, the Thatcher right fielder, goes 3 for 3, gets on 4 times. She has a stolen base. She scores a run, and she has a spectacular play in right field. She is the Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports Store player of the game. For the best selection of hiking, camping, hunting, and fishing gear, go to the Honda Ski and Outdoor Store north of Pine Top on Highway 260, just before you get to the Honda Casino. Last call here at Blue Ridge High, 14-0. Thatcher wins, runs its record to 5-3. As we thank you for spending some of your Friday evening with us. We're looking forward to bringing you more of this action. Just keep an eye on the social media for when that's going down, and we'll have it for you then. Until then, be happy and safe.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school softball on iTalk 106.7, KNKI Pine Top, and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Summit Regional Medical Center, Honda Ski and Outdoor Sports, and Comfort Fit Dentures. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 106.7 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communication station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without express written consent of iTalk 106.7 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games around the region,